Welcome back to the Tiger Kids podcast, Extreme Edition, brought to you live on location from the Blue Mountains. You'll see what that means later. We're going to review the Tigers thrashing the Eels, and we might even mention the men's game. Brought to you by Fly Connect. Let's do this!
Takes a penguin on the run. Oh!
We're in the Blue Mountains. It's time for our match review.
What went wrong with the Tigers?
We couldn't find any gaps.
We made all the wrong moves.
When the whips were cracking,
Yeah. We seemed to go nowhere.
we had them on the ropes.
That's a win that we let slip through our fingers.
And now we've slid down the ladder into 12th. That's it for our match review this week.
Now it's time for our Fly Connect play of the game. Thanks to Fly Connect, and you can visit them on flyconnect.au.
Experience seamless airport transfers from Lake Macquarie, Newcastle and the Central Coast to Newcastle Airport, Sydney Airports and Sydney Cruise Terminals. Plus, if you mention the Tiger Kids podcast when you book, you get 10% off your transfer. Thank you to Fly Connect for your continued sponsorship.
Whoa, I heard it's high up here.
I just heard them say that it's 270 metres in the air.
Well, that's pretty much as high as an Adam Dewey ball.
Funny you say that, because for the second time in a row, Adam Dewey wins the Fly Connect play of the game for that awesome put down just centimetres before the dead ball line. Thanks to Fly Connect. That's our Fly Connect play of the game.
How cool is that? Now on the right hand side of the cabin, have a look everyone, the beautiful Jamison Valley.
Now it's time for our 10 in the bin this week. Don't forget to submit your 10 in the bins in our Instagram DMs or voice notes. But this week's 10 in the bin goes to every salty Queenslander that's a sore loser after that loss last night. Come on the Blues! That's it for our 10 in the bin this week. Grace, it's time for 10 list. Do you reckon this is an extreme enough ride?
No, I don't think so. Let's get out. Man, let's go find another one.
It's time for Team List Extreme Edition. This week in round 19 we're versus the Warriors at 8 p.m. at Campbelltown Sports Stadium, so it's a home game. We're going to start with the Warriors team list. At fullback they've got Tane Tuapiki, the wingers Charles Spookstad and Lockie Carrera, the centres Ali Leatua and Adam Pompey. Some good outside backs there, so I think that'll be a threat to us. The halves Chanel Harris-Peter and Tamara Martin. Then moving on to the forward, that was overall a pretty good back line. Moving on to the forwards, we've got James Fisher-Harris, their captain, Wade Egan at hooker, and the other prop, Tanner Stowers-Smith. In the second rows, they've got Leka Halasima and Jacob Laban, and the lock, Aaron Clark. I personally think we beat them in the forwards. I think it'll be more the outside backs that'll be a problem.
Yeah, we've got some pretty good forwards in our team, so I reckon we can beat them.
Now it's the interchange. We've got Sam Healy, Eddie Lamara-Toava, Dimitri Tvai-Morga, Murata Niakore, Luke Metcalf, and Makai Tafua. I also think we beat them in the interchange, but yeah.
We got a better interchange.
Yeah, with Latu, Fanua, and Alex St. In the reserves, Luke Lowley, who left effective immediately last week or 2 weeks ago. Mitchell Barnett and Kurt Capewell. So overall a pretty good team for the Warriors. But I personally think we can beat them all round, maybe just getting beat in the outside backs a little bit. It overall should be a good game. That's it for your Warriors team list. Now it's time for your Tigers team list.
Alright, into our fullback, we got Jeremy Moore. Our two wingers, Sania Turba and Gerard Scout. Into our two centers, we have Mossy and Stafford Tower. Our twos, Carl Digger, Jerome White and Adam Dewey, with Jerome White being captain, and he's out. Zachary's out. Going into our forwards, our two props, Terrell May and Bunty Afar. Into our hooker, we got Josessi Lanyon after being out, and Josessi Lanyon's a good hooker lately. And front saver, I think it'll be a good matchup in the halves and the backs. But yeah, into our two second rows, Samuel Fainu and Sione Fainu. Tony Weller being back, and I'm really happy about it. But yeah, into our lock, Alex Twal. Like Mitchell said, I reckon we can beat them in the forwards. So yeah. Going into the interchange, we have number 14, Martin Fainu, with all the Fainus playing this weekend. Number 15, Fanua Cole. Number 16, Alex Sakoff. Number 17, Tony Suka. And number 18, Tino Tigrano. And number 19, Charlie Murray. As Mitchell said, I reckon we can also beat them in our interchanges with better interchanges. Into our reserves, Heath Mason, number 20, John Madden, number 21, and Jared Haywood, number 22. And Benji Marshall being our coach. And who names that child Wyatt? I don't understand who would do that, because that's our rep again. So yeah, that's it for our team list this week. Welcome to Extreme Tips today.
On the world's steepest railway.
Yeah, we'll go straight into it. Don't have much time here. At 8 p.m. on Friday, which tomorrow, West Tigers versus the Warriors. And at 8 p.m. at Campbelltown Sports Stadium. And then we have on Saturday, we have the...
Did you do your tip?
Dolphins. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the tip. Tigers was. I'm too focused on this. I tip the Tigers.
Always tip Tigers.
And then Saturday, Dolphins Sharks at 3 p.m. at KO Stadium. I tip the Sharks.
I tip the Dolphins.
And then we have at 5:30 on Saturday in the Cool Stadium, Dogs vs Raiders. I tip the Dogs.
I tip the Dogs as well.
And then also on Saturday at 7:35, Allianz Stadium, Roosters Eels. I tip the Roosters.
We're going to do the rest of the tips on the way up. I tip the Roosters.
And then on Sunday, it's on Sunday, the Rabbitohs versus the Knights at 2 p.m. At a Core Stadium. I tipped the Knights.
I also tip the Knights.
And then you have at 4:05, Seagulls versus the Cowboys at Four Pines Park. I tip the Seagulls.
I also tip the Seagulls.
And the last game, Storm versus the Titans. I tipped the Storm.
I also tip the Storm.
And it was at 6:15 at Amy Park, Melbourne. And yeah, that's it for our tips this week. Now it's time for Bold Prediction.
That's right, Reese. It's time for our bold prediction. My bold prediction this week is that Adam Dewey wins the Flack-and-Neck Play of the Game, gets his hat-trick for the 3rd time.
And my bold prediction is that 2 of our spine players will score. That's it for bold prediction this week. Now it's time for this.
That's it for this week's Tiger Kids podcast. Tune in next week.
Yeah, remember, thanks to Fly Connect for sponsoring this podcast.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and like and subscribe. And tune in next week for our preview.
And please remember to send in your 10 Living nominations through Instagram DMs and voice notes.
Let us know if you like this podcast. Call us out, Tigers fans.
Peace!